now, and we've got someone who's doing a fantastic job with it, so I'm going to just spy, and hopefully, if you want beginner stuff, you get something out of it.
So whenever our leads are doing this turn, you're going to be starting with that left foot, together, together, to the left, together, together, to the right. All right, and when our follows are going, you're going to be starting on that right foot. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. So you're going to be right foot first, and then left foot. All right. So let's just face our partner. I want to have leads facing like this is following. This is lead. Leads facing this direction. Beautiful. Follows facing this direction. Okay. And we're just going to practice doing that basic stuff in front of each other. You can like hold hands if you want to. You can also just drop your hands. We're just going to practice mirroring. Okay, so right now I'm going to be mimicking our follows. All right, so let's just start with that basic step. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and together, together, out. Together, together, out. Right, 2, 3 for my follows. Left, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Nice. High five. Let's try to. Wait. Oh. So you said high five. Yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt that. Okay, but now we're gonna rotate. And rotating is the second hardest part of class after forming lines. So what I want to happen, and I want all of my follows who are in this front row, you're gonna rotate one this direction. And then once you get to right here, you're gonna hop into our second row. Follows are rotating all the way down here. All right, once we get to here, into this row, my follows, you're gonna hop into this back row.
Oh no, but then what do you
Perfect,
do?
beautiful. Y'all are in this back row. Once we've made it here, you ready?
You leave.
Yeah, and then you go. Now you're gonna go all the way back around here, and you're gonna restart the snake at the front. Okay, so on the count of
Just the follows?
just the follows are rotating. Just the follows. Okay. So the count of 3. On the count of 3, we're gonna do it. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, rotate.
Doom, 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 doom. It's actually pretty good in how to organize a class as well.
Oh, okay. That was good. No, and no one ever gets on the first try. Okay? You're gonna go with them for now, and we'll try again next time. Okay. Well done, everybody. Okay. Welcome to your new hair. Okay, so we've done our basic stuff. Now let's talk about what it looks like to do that with a partner. Beth, will you come demonstrate with me? Oh wait, this is perfect. You can demonstrate with me the whole time. Okay. So do you want to lead or follow? Okay, so Beth will follow for now. What we're gonna do is we're gonna get into what's called closed position. Closed position is something that like basically any dance you do, you're gonna come across it. When we're in closed position, the thing we're thinking about here is our frame. Our frame is what is comprised of like our torsos and our arms. It's this nice space we're creating and holding for each other as we dance, right? It's like a metaphor. And so we've created our frame. What we want to do is we don't want this frame to be like flopping around. So if we're dancing and we're not holding onto each other very well and this is very floppy, you're going to have a difficult time later on when we're starting to do some of our turns. With the frame, you want it to be just kind of the right amount of just like the right amount of structure. One way that Steven likes to teach it is like imagine we have an exercise ball between us and we're trying to hug through the exercise ball. So everyone, you can close your minds like if you want to imagine. But imagine like you want to keep just enough tension, you wouldn't drop that ball. But you also want to like crush it on each other. Unless you're dancing bachata, but that's a different class. Okay, so we're here. Lead, something super important. You can have the tendency to want to you want to put a little hand on the hip or something like that. None of that here. What we're going to do is bring your hand on the shoulder blade. That's also going to be really helpful later on because when you're trying to move your follow around, that shoulder blade is going to give you a ton of leverage to get that follow going wherever you need it to go. So right hand on the shoulder blade, with your elbow almost like flat here. Because what you're doing is you're creating a perfect little shelf for your follow that can rest their arm along your arm. Cool, we've connected here. Here on the left, there's a few things you can do. The very Cuban thing to do here is you want to do this little flat hand motion. But you can also do a little side grab if you want to, whatever feels most comfortable. Don't interlock fingers. That's not gonna it's not gonna work as soon as we start going. But a little flat hand here can work. And think about keeping a straight line between you and your follow, almost like you're a mirror. This is it's like an interpretive interpretive dance moment. You don't want to like break that line. Okay, so here's our frame. Let's go ahead and try it out. Nice, looking good. Okay, so let's try that basic stuff without our frame. We're in close position. All right, let's do it. You ready? 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Together, together, up. Together, together, up. Together, together, up. Together, together, up. Nice, let's rotate. Thank you. No, we didn't do it. We're missing someone. Did someone leave?
You have one new follower, I think.
Oh, we have a new follow. Oh, sweet.
They're on it.
Okay, so we're just gonna, beautiful. Okay, easy. And then.
I'll throw it around.
Okay, we're gonna float around. And also anything he says is golden. Listen to anything he says. Okay, here we are. Let's do that again with our new partner. Alright, 5, 6, 7, and together, together, up, together, together, up, together, together, up, together, together, up. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. Alright, let's rotate again. You look great. Alright, let's do this one more time with your partner. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and together, together, up. Together, together, up. Together, together, up. Together, together, up. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Nice. Okay, let's rotate again. All right, same thing. We're gonna do it with music. Don't panic. It's the exact same thing. All right. I'll count it this first time, okay? So y'all can hear it. After that, you're on your own. But this time, I'll still count. Here we go. A little bit of music. Thank you. All right, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. All right, rotate. All right, let's do it again. Here we go. Together, together, up. Together, together, up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Quick, quick, slow. Quick, quick, slow. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Nice, rotate. Alright, I'm not counting this time. I'll count the start off and you're on your own. Alright, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Alright, let's rotate. Okay. It looks good. Y'all feeling pretty good? Nice, relaxed. Everyone's calm. No one's panicked yet. That's good. Y'all look calm.
Thank you,
Like
Ralphie.
your music playing. Very good. Okay, so what we just did, this is one of the most basic steps in casino. It's like closed position, paso son, exactly where we were. This is almost any time you start a dance in casino, this is where you're going to start it, right in this closed position. And then eventually we'll get to where we're doing all kinds of flips and turns and flips.
Yo, you guys didn't see that in the description?
You signed the waiver, right? Flips and turns and tricks and all of those things. Lasers, it gets crazy. But yeah, but this is our bread and butter. So getting that down is really important. So if you're like, man, like it's the middle of the week, I don't have a single thing to do. I wish I could practice something for my salsa class that I have on Saturday. You can just stand in front of the mirror and you can just together out. You can do this all day long. I think most of the people who have danced in here for a long time have probably stood in front of a mirror for embarrassingly long amounts of time. Stephen won't tell you how long, but I promise it's a long time practicing those basic steps. So you can't do that enough. Okay, so we've got our basic step. We're here with our partner. We could just do this for like 4 minutes straight through the entire song. But it'd be fun to do a little more stuff. Okay, so the first thing we're gonna do, our first like turn of sorts, is gonna be us turning together. So we're here with our basic step. What we're gonna do is we're gonna work basically on just like moving while we're stepping. Trying to like move together with our partner all the way around. In casino, all of these turns have names. You'll learn them over time. There'll be a quiz. Your flashcards if you need them. This one is called adios. Why is it called adios? We're staying together. I don't really know why, but some of them make sense. This one doesn't make any sense to me. Actually, it does make sense in the way that.
Yes.
Yeah, never mind. Okay, this is foreshadowing. Later, it will make more sense why it's called adios because you do leave your partner. But here we go. Okay, so what does this look like? Really, we're just going to be stepping in a circle together. It's like nothing super fancy about it, but there are ways you can set yourself up for having greater success. One thing I talked about earlier is our frame. So when we're doing adios, when we're moving with our partner, this is kind of the first time where it's going to be really important, like keeping this distance. Because you can imagine here, if I don't have a good frame, if I drop my arm and I start trying to turn with that, and then suddenly we're here and we're spinning out of control together, right? So thinking about keeping this like nice and tight and structured is going to allow us to maintain that space between the two of us while we're turning. So that's the first thing for us to be thinking about. Second thing is going to be that hand on the shoulder blade. If I see hands not on their shoulder blade, Frankie's going to come around and like grade school teacher you. Again, which is just important for like how we're going to even tell our follow that we want them to turn in the first place. All of it has to do with giving this little signal. Okay, so that's our first couple of things. Next is going to be our feet. All right, so this is where we're going to split up a little bit between our leads and follows. What's happening here? For my leads, we want to go into adios, so we're going to go into this turn from our basic, from our paso son. All right, how do we do that? We're stuck in paso son, but we're not stuck here forever. There are ways out, okay? Our way out is going to be, we start with our basic paso son. We're going to be 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Hold it. Oh, I see y'all thought we were going on the 7. We're not going on the 7. What we're going to do is on that 7, we're just going to take a little step backwards. And what we do there, because we have this like nice structure, we have our hand on this elbow. You see how my follow automatically took a little step forward. So my follow now knows like, oh wait, no, something's up here. Like my lead is up to something. We're not going to just be doing paso son anymore. Like we're moving. There's an adventure. Okay, so we're here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. That little tiny step back. It doesn't even have to be like. Doesn't even have to be a real step. Just the tiniest little indication that what we're about to be doing is on that next one, I'm going to be taking a step forward, and we're going to start our turn. All right? So my follows, and this is going to be true all of the time, which is that follows, you don't have to do anything. All you have to do is follow. So when you feel that lead take a step back, you're automatically going to take a little step forward, right? So if that lead doesn't take that step back, you don't take that step forward. You don't do anything unless your lead tells you to do it. And in doing so, you will be the best follow there is. Okay, so oh no, this is on camera. Okay.
Yeah, but it's you saying it, not me, which is so much better.
Okay. So over here, follows, we should be paying you to take your leads is what's happening for the duration of this class. All right, so our leads are going to take their little step back, and then we're just going to be like walking in a circle, okay? So we're just basically marching. You don't have to worry about the in and out thing. You can drop everything I've taught you up until this point. We're just gonna be walking, but maintaining that same rhythm, okay? We're gonna be quick, quick, slow, quick, quick, slow. Okay, I've talked about this enough. Let's try it together. Starting our basic steps. All right, I'm gonna count us off our little 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We're gonna do one paso son. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and on that 7, I'm going to take a little back step. Okay, and we're gonna stop there for now. Here we go. Paso son. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, back step. Woo! We see how our follows and just followed us straight forward. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start turning, and I want you to turn at your own pace, okay? And all you're gonna do is you're gonna kind of step in place while maintaining this, while trying to like rotate around like a little clock, okay? So here we go. We've started in paso son. On that 7, we're taking our little tiny step back, and then we're just gonna rotate around, all right? Take as many beats as you need to get around. We're only gonna go around once. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, little step, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, beautiful. Let's rotate. Yeah. I think we did it. All right, you can join him. We'll make our way back. All right, let's do it again. This part. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, little step, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, nice. That's beautiful. Let's rotate again. Where's she going? Yeah, we'll figure it out. All right, let's do it one more time with this partner. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Nice, rotate again. Okay. Nice. Okay. So this time we're gonna do the exact same thing. Lead. I want you to think about making your way around. I'm gonna do one full turn over the course of like 2 8 counts, okay? So timing wise, what that'll look like is here we make our little 7 step. All right, and then 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I'm about halfway. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And that's just to start building some of that spatial awareness. Like, okay, what size steps do I need to take in order to get my follow where I want them when I want them there? All right, so think about take 2 8 counts to make your way all the way around. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, little step, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Did we make it? That's all right. Yeah, let's rotate. This is like AP beginner. Y'all go so fast.
Yeah.
Really
So you can make it like a 180 in each AK.
I think, let's see.
Hi, Delia.
We're doing pretty good on time. Before we move on to the next thing, are there any like quick questions I can answer? I know that like whatever questions you have at this point, everyone else probably has too. We have like enough time here. Everyone knows exactly what you're doing.
When we turn, are we turning on, so it's like 1, 2, 3, that's when we're turning? When we're going on the 3 and the 7? Or it's just like at your own step?
Yeah, good question. So my suggestion, what I think makes doing this kind of turn a little bit easier, is we're starting just in the basic, all right? So we're doing our paso son as normal. 1, 2, 3, together, and then on that very last step of the basic is when you do that little step backwards. And what you're doing, so this is like something you'll get used to pretty quickly, is that anytime you do a turn, a spin, a move, anything like that in salsa, there's always going to be a prep. And what a prep is that before you start the turn, right, so we really start like turning on that one, right, that's when we start that movement. But if I started moving on that one, if I didn't get that little step backwards, watch what happens. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I kind of take my follow like off balance a little bit. Versus if I get that tiniest little step, it could be like almost invisible. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Like you barely see that step, but it's enough that my follow is now like ready for me to start making the turn. So really, when do we start turning? I guess kind of on the 1 if you want to think about it that way. But you want to give that tiniest little step on the 7, and that gives your follow enough time to know, all right, this is coming up next. And that'll be a theme. From now on, that 7 is usually going to be the moment in which we're like foreshadowing, hey, follow, like, check it out, like something's about to be a little different here. Yeah, good question. Thank you for asking it. All right. Has everyone forgotten everything we did? Don't take a ton of time. Yeah? Okay, so let's run it back one more time. We're going to do our basic step, and I want you to rotate into a count. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, little step. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. Beautiful. Yay. All right. Sweet. Cool. Looks good. Okay, so now we're going to close the circuit here on all of our skills. What I mean by that is like we know how to go from like paso son into our little turn, or adios as we called it, right? But now like, oh no, like I'm in adios and Arizona never taught me how to go back to paso son. Now me and my follow are stuck like this for the next 4 minutes with no escape. There's a way out for all of you again. So let's talk about it. You're doing your adios. You as the lead have decided, I'm dizzy, I've had enough of this. So the way we're going to get out of adios, so we're going to think about it. We're in the middle of our turn. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. A lot of the way you get out of this is going to be these like kind of like subtle changes that you make. So for adios, you'll notice as we're turning, we tend to kind of like shift a little bit in our bodies. Like we're a little off step with each other. You'll see like our feet are no longer directly parallel to each other. We're kind of stepping. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm describing it well. Like if we exaggerated our feet, you'll see in adios, we're kind of like this. We're a little off to the side, and so that's so that when we're turning, we're not just like jumping on each other's feet, right? So, but if we like are in paso son, look where our feet are. Oh my God, we're like, it's a mirror, right? It's a mirror moment. So if we want to go from our adios back to paso son, it's important that instead of having this kind of like off-center frame we're turning with, we're going to bring it back into alignment, and that's going to be enough for the follow to feel the difference, to know, oh wait, they want me doing this like side-to-side movement instead of my stepping forward and backward. So we want to think about,
So if we're turning, do a side step, just a little nudge on the shoulder blade, how do you stop? How do you get it going back the other direction?
Great question. Okay, so a lot of it has to do with the structure of the frame. Okay, so what we're going to do here, we're doing our turns, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. What I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this arm very strong, and what I'm going to do is on that 7, during our typical steps, like the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, it's going to be together, together, out, 5, 6, and that 7 is our out step, and it's very square to one another. What we're going to do is when we finish off with our adios, we're going to land, we're going to do our 5, 6, and on the 7, take a strong step directly to the side while keeping this frame very square. And what that's going to do is it's going to bring our follows frame directly in line with ours, and you'll feel that little step out to then set us up for paso son. That was a lot of talking, a lot of describing. Let's try it and just see how it works. So my lead, I just want you to think about when you're coming around to face the mirror, on that 7, instead of continuing to take your turn steps, on that 7, I just want you to take a strong step this direction and see if you can feel how it straightens you guys out for the paso son. All right, let's just give it a go, see how it feels. All right, we're here, same drill, 2-way counts to make your way around, and then a nice strong little parallel step. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and together, together. Out, together, little step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's rotate. Let's try to Alright, let's try it again. I think you have an idea of where we're going here. Alright, 5, 6, 7, and together, together. Out, together, together. Up. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 to the side. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Alright, rotate. Let's try it again. Alright, I heard at least a couple people say, oh my god, we did it. So I'm hoping, I'm hoping that's possible. Alright, here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, little stop. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, paso son. And 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Now adios. Here we go. Nice. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. All right, let's rotate. We made it around. All right. So now you know these two steps. You got the basic stuff. You got the paso son. We got the little adios. We have at least some idea about how we go back and forth between the two of them. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to play a little bit of music, nice and slow. It's going to be okay. I promise it's going to be okay. She's very stressed.
I have a question.
Yes.
You started the adios on the one last time.
Mm-hmm.
When do I start that turn then? Because it would be 5, 6, 7 step back. If I'm doing it on the 3, then I step back on the 3.
Oh, I'm trying to understand the question. One more time.
So it sounded like you started it instead of going 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
5, 6,
I
7.
know. I know exactly what you're asking. Okay. So, yeah, when I said like, all right, adios, right there, like when I called it out loud.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
I'm on the opposite side.
Yes. Okay. So when I'm calling the move, I'll call it before the next 8 count, so that you have enough time to prep the move. So it'll look like this. We'll be in paso son. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. I'll say, all right, adios. 3, 5, 6, and then it's on that next 8 count. Then you're gonna start.
Okay, so it's always on that side.
It's always exactly. Yeah. So when I'm calling out for you to change, I'm gonna give the lead like a full like 4, 5, 8, whatever, however many counts. On that next one is when you go to the next step. Yeah. To give you lots of prep time. All right, let's try it. Let's see how these do. Yes. Which one's a good slow song? Am I loud?
I mean, that one's super slow. Like if you're looking for or that's also slow.
I'll do this one.
Yeah. This is all the first part of Casino Fundamentals. Shameless plug. Link in the description maybe. But it's messinadance.com/casino. And YouTube folks can get it for $99 with code YouTube. Objectively speaking, I think it's a pretty decent course.
Beautiful, you're killing it. It looks really good. The transition back from adios to paso solo, let's work on that a little bit. I feel like we could smooth it out. So I think what we're going to work on here is we've done that little 7 that stuck to the side. Is I feel like sometimes what happens, and I understand it, because I've also done this a lot, which is that we take that stuff and then we kind of panic. We've been used to like walking in our circle, and suddenly we get back here and we're like shit, where do I start? I'm like back here, I already forgot what paso solo was. Okay, so let's practice. We're gonna skip our little back step. We're gonna just practice the 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1 together, out. Together, together, out. We're just going to smooth out, get some muscle memory in there, so that when we make it out, we don't panic. Okay, real slow, or adios. I'm going to call, when we get to like the paso solo part, I'm going to call like out for that first step, and then I'm going to say together, together, out, together, together, out, so you can hear exactly what your feet should be doing. Okay, so we're here. Let's slow it down in adios. We're going to start at 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 on the 7. Take our little step because it's a good habit just to practice. And then our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 all the way around. And I'm going to say on that 7, we're going to say out, and then together, together. All right, let's try it. Let's just do it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, little step, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. All right, let's rotate and do that again. Can we do it? Did we find your feet? Yes. Yeah, all right, let's do it again. Here we go. Now, little step on the 7 here. Straight into adios. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, adios, and little step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. Rotate. Oh, we're gonna do it even slower. Even slower here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, little step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. All right, let's rotate. Moving out. I feel like you're not making it all the way around. Okay, so we're here. We're starting. We're starting turning. So we're starting 1, 2. Yeah. Yeah. So we're starting on 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. And here I'm halfway through the 8 count, so I'm making a little check. Like, okay, have I made it about halfway around? That's good. Keep turning. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. And then on this 7, that's when I'm going to do kind of my step straight out to line us up to then immediately with this left foot, together, together, out. And so I think like that little exaggeration on that 7 is kind of helpful because then the only place you really have to put this next foot is going to be right here next to this one. All right. So what we're going to do this time, even like simpler, is we're going to do 5, 6, 7, and then when I say that 1, I want you to stomp. I want you to take if you're the lead, I want you to take that left foot, stomp it in place. If you're a follow, I want you to stomp that right foot in place. We're all going to cut there. No moving forward, okay? Make sure we're all hitting that together on the 1, okay? So break it down real slow here. We're starting turning. On the 1, forget the prep step. Who cares about prepping? I don't care about prepping. Just going to step it around on 1. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, out, and stomp. Good, go. Now stomp with our feet together. Here we go, one more time, you're here. Let's do that again. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Step out and stomp. Yeah, you get it. Let's do it again with this partner. I feel like we're on to something. We're on to something here. Yeah? All right, here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Out and stomp. Sweet. And also, as I'm making it around?
Yeah. Your first step is your left foot.
On the one?
Yeah.
Yep. So, yeah, the first step is,
So it's not backwards.
it's backwards on the 7 leading up to it, when we're going from paso son into this. Yeah, but because we're now just going straight into the turn, I'm starting, yeah, it's confusing. Okay, so let's do that one more time with this new partner. We're going to stepping forward on our left foot to get around the adios. Exact same thing, stomp on that one. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Out and stomp. Yeah! Okay. All right, we all did the stomp. Now what we're gonna do, remember, that stomp we just did, it's the first part of our, it's together, together, out, right? Together, together, out. So like stomp and out, right? Stomp, that's where our stomp is. So what we're gonna do is this time we're gonna keep going. After you've done that stomp, and you just keep stomping if you want to. We'll turn down the stomp later, but if it helps you, you just stomp on those first couple beats. But we're going to keep going in the paso son and see how it feels. See if we've straightened it out now. Alright, we're here. We're going to straighten to adios for a little turn. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Out and stomp. Together. Out.
Yeah, I just take a quick little break.
5, 6, 7. Nice. Okay, let's rotate it. Turn it. All right, we're here. Straight to adios. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Step out and stomp. 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Yay! Let's rotate! Woo! That looks clean. Does it feel clean? Feels clear? Okay, good. Good. Do y'all remember how to go from paso son into adios? Yes. I think yes. I believe it. Okay. So this time, instead of going straight to adios, we're gonna do paso son. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Take a little baby step, right? Do our little 2 8 counts all the way around. And then I want you to go back into paso son. Then we're going to hang out here, okay? We close the circuit. We're coming all the way around. Watch out, world. Here we go. Into paso son. 5, 6, 7, and 1, 2, 3. 5, little step, and 1, 2, 3. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. 5, 6. Out. Stomp. 2, 3. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. Together, together, out. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Let's do adios on the next one. 5, 6, little step. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, out. And stomp. 2, 3, 9, 5, 6, 7. I love this stomp. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Adios. Here we go. 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Back to paso son. 3, 5, 6. Out. Stomp. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Nice. Let's rotate.
Hi, Gary. How are you?
Okay. Y'all ready? We're going to do it with music here this time. If you want, so I'll call out, like, we'll start with our, like, what we've been doing, our little ones, paso son, straight to our, like, 2 8 counts of adios, and then back into paso son. And once you've done that, I'm going to give you, like, a little bit of time, and then leads, as you want to, just like lead a little bit adios. Try to like test it out, see what it's like. See what it's like to on your own decide, okay, I hit that little 7-step, let's like go around, okay? This is your homework. I want you to do at least one adios without me calling it on your own time, your own decision. I believe in you. Follow. Follow. Do it.
Yes.
Here we go. All right. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, follow some. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. We go. All right, that looks good. Let's rotate. All right, okay, sorry, I was a little unclear with my count before. Let's start together, or a little start together, and then I'm like steady. All right, here we go. And together. Up. Adios, we go. Nice. All right, let's rotate. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, All right, good job with the partner. Y'all look good. Y'all look really good. I hope you feel good. Y'all done made a ton of progress in one class. I'm super excited. A couple things I'm seeing that I think are awesome, that I love, and I want to encourage, which is like some of our leads, some of our calls, I see when you're doing your adios turns, like some of you end up like facing the back of the room and then going into paso solo. Like you're not making it all the way around to the mirror. I love that. It's great because in real life, when you're on the dance floor, like there's no, well, there is a mirror, but you're not going to be looking at it. You're going to be with your partner. You're going to be dancing like any which direction you want to. So the things that we're doing in class, like these tight little choreographies where I want you to spin exactly like 180 degrees or whatever, it's not that realistic when you're like on the dance floor. So like those little moments of creativity and like taking the direction you want to go in, I think those are great. I like encourage those. You're not doing your own thing. You're doing your own thing. We love to see it. So I love that. Also, those transitions are looking really good. Even when you guys do that little stomp, that's perfect. I love those moments because what we're doing here at Leeds is like, we're not just learning a choreography, we're learning how to dance. So that one day when like you show up to Carmen's on a Tuesday night and you see someone on the dance floor who you've never like come to a class to before, you've never like seen them here, you can dance with them. And it's not because you're both going over the same choreography you did in class, it's because you're genuinely like feeling the music together and learning to lead it. So I think those are really beautiful moments. I want to encourage those. Any questions before the end of class here? Anything goes.
We have homework. I'm a homework guy.
Yeah, for homework. That's a great question. So like I was saying earlier, things you can never drill enough are those basic steps. Like I will still look at myself in the mirror and work on like my positioning for the basic steps. So you can listen to some salsa music. We have a really good playlist that we use for all of the classes, and it's organized from like slowest to fastest songs. We'll send that out to all of you. You can start with the slow ones, and like some of them, even at the very beginning, they have like someone is going like ching, 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 ching on a clave so that you can hear exactly where you should be stepping. So if rhythm is tough for you, listen to the music, immerse yourself in it while you're like driving in the car on the way to work. Be tapping your fingers like right, left, right, left, right, left. That can really be helpful, just internalize it. Then, when you're home and you have some free time, like the kids have gone to bed, you put in your AirPods, you can stand in front of the mirror and just together, together, out, together, together, out. Again, just like getting that to be like just part of your like, what's the word? Body memory? That's not the right word. Muscle memory, thank you. Whew. Dancer, not a thinker today. Okay, so getting that to be part of your muscle memory. Maybe like next step up, if you want to start thinking about body positioning, which we haven't really talked about yet, but I think it's never too early to start, is in casino, and a lot of times you're doing almost any type of salsa, you kind of want to separate your upper body from your lower body. And if that's not something you've ever thought about before, it can be kind of weird, but the more you start to like drill that at home, like the easier it's going to be. And so even though it may not make sense to you now, just like standing in front of a mirror, sticking your arms out, and see if you can move your torso side to side without your arms tilting like an airplane. So imagine like my torso is on one track and my hips are on another track. And imagine someone's coming in and like if you've ever done popping or whatever, you're like a break dancer in the 80s, you probably already know how to do these things. I know. So raise your hands. So anyways, think about having your upper body on a little track. You can stick your arms out as a guideline and going ahead and just getting some of that motion. It'll help you once we start thinking more about like, okay, how do we separate these two things? Is that enough homework? Feel like it's good? Okay. We're good for now.
If I can just jump in real quick, first of all, I never really have had the pleasure to watch you teach a full beginner class in person, and I can't believe what a good job you're doing. I can't believe it, but my goodness. So I just wanted to, first of all, thank you guys for coming. Just to answer your question about homework, but I do want to thank you for coming because after moving here from New England, I have been traumatized with the idea that no one is going to go anywhere anytime that the word snow is mentioned anywhere. But you've given me so much reassurance that people will drive when there's no snow on the road and they're just kind of wet, and that means a lot to me. I can't also tell you. It's a very emotional day for me. In terms of homework, there's a video library, and I put up videos from a course that I made, an online course that I made, and it goes over every move that you're ever going to learn in this course. So when you guys are warming up and together out, that list of steps is going to build over the next 8 weeks. And so all those steps are laid out. So I don't want anyone to look at that video library and be like, oh my God, this is so much. But it's going to make more sense as the classes go on. If you miss a class, if you want to look ahead, or if you're just someone who can learn off of videos, though everything that we're going to learn is up there. So I'll send it out in an email. I'll put it in the WhatsApp group. But yeah, it's part of my course, Casino Fundamentals, which if you're on YouTube, it's available for a discount with code YouTube. But yeah, so anyway, I do everything because casino is a dance that I really love. It's very fun when you see it. And then what can sometimes happen is you take your first class and it feels like, oh, this is a lot. This is maybe more than I thought it was going to be. And so the reason I do it in a progressive 8-week series is because we want to make sure that we're taking our time with all the basic building blocks so that, and you'll see by like week 4 or 5, you'll be very thankful that she went through as thorough as she did, because everything really past the beginner series is just a bunch of smoke and mirrors, where if you have the fundamentals down, learning the rest of the dance is very easy. And so it's like one of those things, it looks like a lot of fun. Oh shit, this is kind of hard. And then if you just kind of get through the first few weeks, all the difficult stuff is the stuff that you have to kind of learn first. And then after that, it's like, okay, cool, I can have fun now. So usually by week 4 or 5-ish, you'll really feel like you're dancing. So it's a little bit of an intricate dance, and to get a full picture of it, it takes a few weeks to get there, but you guys are doing great. Anyway, that's the homework thing. I'll send out an email, the link for the videos.
All videos twice by next week.
Yeah, so watch all of the videos. Yes, watch all 100 videos twice by next week, correct.
Okay, that's it. Thanks, everyone.